I'm John Cohen, and this is My Tech. Today we have the Vision Pro with us here, Apple's new Vision Pro, and I want to take a look at these things. These are the Vision Pro covers. These are the TPU style case covers, and maybe you'll be wanting to take your Vision Pro out of the house and go on the road with it, travel, take it to coffee shops, sit on the subway, who knows what you're going to do. This is a solution that is a cover for it, cover for the front at least. And like you'd have for your phone, a TPU case, this is a case for your Vision Pro. Let's have a look and see what it's all about. Firstly, let's have a look at this one. You'll notice when you look at actually both of these that they're differently shaped. This one has a lot more holes, this one's more cut out. And in fact, when you actually feel the material, this one's a little bit harder and this one's a little softer. But both of them have their pluses and minuses. For example, with this one, because the holes are a little bit more precise and cut out a little more, it takes a little bit more effort to get it onto the actual Vision Pro. Where the other one with the less holes and more soft feeling, it actually will go ahead and fit in much better. Let's have a look and see how that goes on. First and foremost, let's take a look, and we're going to go ahead and give it a quick polish using our polish cloth to make sure there's no fingerprints or anything like that, dust, debris. And then what we're going to do is look at where the button is and the digital crown on the top, and we're going to go ahead and line up the actual TPU case right over it, nice and easy, and just like with a little bit of a pull, slides right over. And just like that, it's on. And you'll notice that most of these actual holes line up perfectly nice and very clean. And just like that, your case is on the actual Vision Pro. When you actually use the Vision Pro with the case over it, you won't see the actual case. It doesn't affect the usage. Who is really going to use a TPU cover on their Vision Pro? Well, the truth of the matter is maybe not many people. In fact, I don't think it's a necessary add-on to have, but if you are someone who thinks they're going to run into things or have maybe an environmental issue, so if you're using this down by the beach and there's sand blowing in your face, this is a perfect solution. Of course, it still doesn't cover the cameras, so you do have to be aware of that. And it does add a little bit of weight to the actual Vision Pro. Minor, but just still a little bit. All food for thought. So once you have it on, the question is, does it work with the actual Vision Pro? The truth of the matter is it does. It is pretty good. You can see through just fine. You'll notice in this one, there's the holes that are set up for the camera, as well as for the top, this is basically exhaust, as well as the bottom for the speakers. One of the things you will notice, and I noticed right away, is that the cutouts are not perfect. So it is something to consider when you're looking at these actual covers is, do they actually work for what I need to do? Unlike a phone where you're going to be out and about with it all day and all night, you're not necessarily taking your Vision Pro anywhere you go. So it's important to look at the actual fit, but also ask yourself, do I really need this product? Do I really need a cover for the front of my Vision Pro? For you, it might be yes. For others, it may be no. But you have to make the decision and see what's right for you. Besides for this cover, we do have one that we looked at, which was a little bit more precisely machined. It is still that same TPU material, so it does still have that bend and flexibility, but this one has better cutouts, and it's a little bit more precise. Let's have a look at this one on the Vision Pro. So to start with, I like to always give it a quick polish, so get off any dust or fingerprints. And we'll go ahead and take the TPU piece and we'll line it up to the side. I like to do this side with the button, so that's in the right spot. And you check the top, you check the bottom, make sure everything lines up nicely. And it could take a couple of moments. You want to do it right, of course. So it should line up perfectly nicely to the top and the bottom. And then just like that, you'll go ahead and set up with the digital crown and the bottom piece. And just like that, it's on. And you'll notice that it gives a cover to the front. And again, like the other cover, it may not be the right choice for you and your usage. You may say to yourself, I will never take this device on the road with me. I will never take it out of the house, and therefore I don't need a cover. But if you do, this is another option for you. Another thing to note is that if you are going to continue to use the Apple cover, that when you go ahead and you put this over the TPU, it'll actually stretch out the cover a little bit. So while it does fit, it doesn't fit as snugly as it once did. So just something to keep in mind. And again, if you're going to leave the house with the Vision Pro and you need extra protection with a TPU cover, then this works, and you get extra protection with the Apple cover on top of that. But for most people, I'm not sure if this is the right solution. All in all, you want to keep in mind that these covers are made differently. Some are firmer, some are softer, and some have good cutouts and some don't. Some fit right, some don't. You'll want to test out a few different ones, and when you do, you want to make sure that your Vision Pro is on a secure, soft area and that you're holding it from the strap, not anywhere else. And then make sure you clean it and put it on and test out the TPU to see if it fits and that all the functions work, like the buttons, the cameras, so on and so forth. In time, we'll all know if these TPUs are really needed for the Vision Pro, but if you want to try it out right now, there's a whole whack of different ones available all online. This is John. Here's a couple other videos that you might like, and feel free to subscribe.